certificates. Leaves us a balance of $3,108.69. Can I get a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
I motion to approve the treasurer's report. Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay, let the record show that the treasurer's report has been approved. Before the meeting this morning, the board members met, and it was decided that Bonnie is no longer going to be the vice president. I think at the last meeting we went over that she had been let go from Berkeley County. She still has not gotten a job at another municipality, so therefore she wanted to step down. And the board decided to nominate right now in the interim myself to be president. And we have the May elections coming up for our annual meeting, and at that time, I don't know if anybody else is aware, but all of the board members that are sitting on the board right now will not be able to retain the titles that they're in, so all seats will be up for election this time around. So just keep that in mind for when our annual meeting comes, because we're going to have to nominate people. Okay. Bruce, did you want to step up and say something before I go on?
If you don't mind.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Bruce Pullman, building official for Myrtle Beach, and I want to do some apologizing and to the current city board members and to the organization. I was pretty instrumental in getting CJ, the first president, to form this organization. We put a lot of time and effort in it, and CJ left. She retired, and before she left, she kind of stepped down, and I was under the impression that the organization was fine. I want to apologize to the current board for not contacting them, but I said, are we having a meeting in Charleston in December? She said, well, yes, maybe no, but no. And I said, well, what about the meeting in May? Because I had to line up the rooms at the motel for all that going. And I wasn't getting any answer, and I didn't pursue it with the board like I should have. So at the last building official meeting, I jumped on my fellow building officials pretty hard about get off your lazy ass and get your people to these meetings. And I think things good came out of it, and we stirred a lot of interest in there. And but I do apologize to the current board in that they were meeting. They were just, I was not aware of what all they were doing. So I overstepped my bounds a little bit, but not too much, because I am a member of the South Carolina Bourbon Technique. And I was concerned that we were going downhill quickly in what I wanted to. So if we didn't spur some action. And I know that probably most of y'all can only come if your building official allows you, just like I told building officials. Y'all can't come if your city or county manager doesn't let you come to these things. So y'all got to encourage your people to come and just about make it mandatory for them to come. Because it's a great organization. It is a benefit to your city or your county or jurisdiction for y'all to be a member of this organization. So I think this is great because y'all got about as many as I got in the building officials over there, which is good. And that just shows that this organization is going to survive. And you took one step backwards, and now it's time to take a step forward. And I think at the board meeting this morning, Tara, with some arm twisting, took over the presidency. I think she'll make a good one if she so chooses to stay in it. But the membership just has to get behind it, get the organization, because it is y'all's organization and mine too. And I don't want to see it go down. And I'll do everything I can to make sure we survive. And y'all need to do everything y'all can to support your board, to run for these offices, to sit on these committees, be active, get into it, and go with it. But I did want to tell Tara I apologize to her and the other board members for not contacting them, and I stepped out of my box a little bit when I jumped on the building division. I jumped on them pretty bad. I chewed something down off of that. But it's a viable organization. It's one that's needed in South Carolina, it's needed by your jurisdiction, and it's needed by the building industry altogether. So, I just want to publicly apologize to the board, because I think some emails are going around and some of them decided they would do this, that, and the other. That's great, good enthusiasm. But the way it's set up as any board, the board of directors and your officers have control of the meeting. Y'all, at y'all's annual meeting in May, if y'all don't like what's happening, you vote them out, you get involved. That's how you change things and make it better. I think the organization will survive. Now, looking out across the room, I feel a whole lot better than I did last month whenever I spoke before the other round. But I'm just tickled to death to see this many people here willing to move this organization forward and willing to make it survive, because I think it will survive now. And I just want to apologize to you, madam, for stepping out of my box and what I did, but I think we will now proceed further along.
Yeah, but it needed to be done, because they need to
I'll
understand.
do anything I can to help y'all, or us, because I am part of the Permanent Technics Association too. So I just thank y'all all for coming, and I do hope y'all will accept my apology. I just didn't want to see the organization flounder, so that was the reason I kind of stepped out of my box. So if y'all will forgive me for that, we will work together and do that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I just kind of threw this agenda together, so it's not, we don't have to stick to it. But what Bruce brought up with the emails and everything, I kind of wanted to get everybody's opinion as far as how they felt about the organization and what was going on and stuff, and what we could do to make it better. I mean, if there's lack of communication from any of us, let us know. If there's,
I was talking to Neva about that earlier, like the board, everybody wants us to participate and get involved, but we don't know anything unless we're told what's going on with the association, and there's a lack of that. Like when you guys have your board meetings, we should give them the minutes so they know this was addressed in the board meeting, this is what's going on. When the minutes are available, they should be available to everyone, not till the next meeting. So everybody's in the loop of things. So Neva mentioned that maybe she'd start posting them on the website so everyone can just go on there and view them and print them out if they wish to.
okay,
But
and that makes perfect
yeah,
sense.
and it's like we are starting over, and it's kind of good because there's more people here than the very first time we met. So
Exactly.
it's a good sign.
Anybody else have any concerns?
I just want to say that that's a good idea, because we've had a problem in the past with email addresses, with spyware. Even though we may have your corrected email address, we're getting it all returned and it keeps trying to send it. So I think posting it on the website is a wonderful idea, and the fact that now everybody can go at their leisure and print it out, and it will be a little bit more effective in getting the information out to everybody.
Yeah, and I can start putting all the minutes on there, and even today I put the directions to here on there, meeting time and
Good.
everything. So I think if we start using that,
I think so too.
people will know. If people know that the information is going to be there, even if they don't get the email, it doesn't go through for some reason, they can find it.
Yeah. And that was the other thing too with the emails. I got about like 20 emails back as far as dealing with spyware or couldn't be delivered. And the thing is if you guys have an alternate one other than maybe your one at work, maybe your home one, or maybe talk to your IT department, because the problem is, like, when we do the attachments, I noticed, and I don't know if you're aware, Sharon, but like your refill, when I would do an attachment, it wouldn't go through to you all. It would come back to me. So, and I'd have to send it to you by yourselves. And I tried that with some of the others that came back, and some of them just wouldn't go through at all. So, I mean, I don't know if maybe we've got wrong emails on there or what the case may be, but if we could get maybe better emails for everybody, that would be great to be able to get the stuff out too. And like Bruce mentioned about the next meeting, our annual meeting is in May, and we were going to piggyback off of, is it VID000? Is that who it is? I can't. It is, right? Okay. So if is everybody good with that if we do it like we've done it before on that Saturday before their actual meetings start? Is that good with everyone?
I think that Saturday works better
Yeah.
for most people.
Okay, so then we'll let it, now what time? It's, it'll be in
Does it
Myrtle
land
Beach.
on May 1st?
I don't know if it's.
Yeah, because
Let me
that's
get
where
the
that
calendar up.
meeting's always held up there. And I know that that's a problem for some people. Yeah, see, I know that's a problem for a lot of
Is it
people.
the first Saturday?
Well, is it the first Saturday in May?
It
or-
usually is, it's usually.
Okay,
the-
that's the 7th.
That would be May 7th.
Yeah, it's usually the first Saturday in May, that has been our meetings, but we'll have to double check with Bruce and make sure that that's the way that it's running this year.
Okay.
Actually, I got the agenda.
Do you have the agenda?
It starts Sunday, May 1st.
Okay, so then it'll be,
So it'll be the Saturday before that.
yeah, so
Oh,
then.
okay. So that would be
April
That's
30th.
April 30th.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now, they also are inviting all the Permit Tech Association to join the conference, sign up for the conference and attend, also to do educational training too.
Okay.
Recommended everybody who needs some time to train, attend this good stuff.
okay.
Tara, the thing about having it on if we have it on Saturday and then we want to attend the conference too, it seems like Sunday's kind of a wasted day. There's not any way we can have it like.
Well, we can have it on the Sunday.
Well,
I mean, if that
don't
works.
you usually have like a check-in or something that y'all do like, on Sunday before?
We have a pretty full agenda on Sunday. It's not, like it actually starts, we have a golf tournament,
Right.
but there's also gonna be a fishing tournament, there's gonna be some other things for family and other people to do on Sunday. But we have our auction on Sunday night. It's a very good little thing. It's gonna be a retro 50s retro auction. And, it's very fun to come to and a lot of entertainment. And, of course, the hospitality rooms are set up also, and the exhibitors starting to set up that day also. So it's sort of kind of full, depends on what kind of activities you like to do. But that auction is real fun. You have a big banquet and a lot of food, good food.
And truthfully, you need that interaction and everything so that everybody can kind of let their hair down and you get to know each other, you know what I mean? And that gives the organization that opportunity to do that. So, I mean, if you can talk your building official into supporting, getting behind you and pushing and seeing that y'all can come. Everybody knows everybody, but we know everybody on a professional level, and it's sometimes good to get together and, talk and eat. Get to know everybody on a personal level somewhat too, so that you can actually put a name with a face. Meeting 3 times a year or whatever. The board members have had that opportunity for the past 2 years to be able to do that, but it's hard to, even with the board members and the officers, to put names with faces when it's only the 2 and 3 times a year,
Exactly. And I know probably like most of us, it's as far as probably budget for you, right?
I've got some money in the budget.
Oh, okay.
I do.
As you're probably well aware too, the Permit Tech Association is a part of our board for the association and appointing members who can attend this also. But we're solely behind the Permit Tech. We support the group, continue to do so.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we do.
We really do. Now, what time, if we're gonna do it on Saturday, what time do y'all want? What time do you think would be good for everybody? Because I know some people can't go up the night before and they have to drive up.
Yeah.
Our meetings don't tend to take that long, so even the 10 o'clock sometimes seems early,
Okay.
because depending how far you're coming from
Right.
and traffic, a lot of us don't get there on time.
And that's,
I'm speaking that personally,
You are right. I mean, at all the other ones that has happened, it does happen. That, there's traffic or they're coming from further away. And so, let me know, what do you guys think? Do you want it at 11? Do you want it at 12? What would work
10:30
better
is
for
good,
everybody?
11.
10:30 or 11,
Mm-hmm.
I think would be.
So too.
One thing you need to look at too, if